So hi mamas, I have a little tip for you guys. For those of you all who live in small places and the place tends to get junky like quickly. Here I have my daughter's book bag and I have it on one of these little clips right here. This little clip I got from Bed Bath and Beyond, and I just drill it onto the wall, and that I keep her book bag like on the weekend. This is her weekend spot. That way it's not on the floor and it's not driving me crazy. And over here, I have like the uniform that I just ironed for her. I hang them up here. So this is what she's going to put on Tuesday. So the ones that she's going to put on Tuesday, I usually take it and I would put it right here on the door. That way she have it. And when she comes home from school, she knows that she has to hang her uniform right on this doorknob here, because I didn't put one low. I'm sure I could put one low here, but I figured we could use the doorknob. It's not that heavy. So sometimes we would put some clothes behind the door and we would put some clothes here. That way she keeps her clothes off the floor and she gets to put her book bag here, or she gets to put her book bag there. But on the weekend the book bag goes up there. During the week she could put her bag here. I have a hanger for her. I have a hook inside of there as well for her book bag, but she don't have to put it inside there because it's the weekend. And same thing with her closet. I have all of her clothes on hangers. So everything in here is on hangers, right? And she knows, where the dressier stuff is in the back, the winter stuff. So all of her things are here on hangers. This is her hamper basket. Her clothes is allowed to be inside the hamper, not out of the hamper. So these are little tricks that I've came up with for small spaces. This is where she have all of her, like her stockings, her socks, her hats, her scarf, her overall, like her underpants, her panties, things like that is in her vests, things like that are inside of there for like everyday use. And she know she has to keep it in, and it just keeps the place clean. Her little bit of boots is in the corner there. This is a basket that I hung on the wall. This is with her hangers. Once she take off a hanger, she knows that she has to put the hanger back inside of there. And over here, I have a little cute little bags hanging on these little command pin. I love these things. So in here, well, I try to let her keep it in a certain order, but it doesn't matter how she keeps it once it's on a hanger. So she have all of her little bags. I even have some here as well, and she have this bag is full with all of her dress up clothes. This was in her clothes bin, but her clothes bin right now is like just overcrowded, so I told her she can put it inside there. That's where her book bag was. So this is how I'm able to keep Dariel's room in order, because it drives me crazy once that it gets out of order. Her coats, she hangs her coats. Oh, this is her raincoat. This is her winter coat. This is her her jacket, I should say. And this is her coat, like her fleece wool coat. This is her wool coat here, beautiful coat for when we are going out. So we have this hung right behind the door, so she knows. And this room is usually like this most of the time. Daryl is pretty good about keeping her things in order. And of course, she knows she has to make her bed every morning. Right now she's in my room and she's pretty good about making her bed. Really, really, really good. This little contraption in the corner here, she had a bigger bin over there. I'm with her name on it that I had for her since she was a baby. I actually don't know where I put that thing, but I think we may need it right now, because once the toys start getting above the bin, I start going a bit like, okay, some things need to go, but she's not ready to depart with a lot of her things. So I'm kind of like, I don't want to be the big mommy with the big monster mommy. So I'm giving her a moment to kind of keep them. But I need to find the other bin that I had. I don't know where I put it. I had a huge bin that these things in this corner was in the bin, but I kind of rearranged her room a bit, but I don't know where I put that bin for her. So this is just her little things, her bins to keep her toys kind of in order. And of course, this is where she have all of her books. And this is her favorite books there, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So she have all of her books there. Her doll, look at where her dolly is, on top of there. Miss Gabrielle, hi, good morning. Darius sung asleep. So she have her books inside of here. And Over here is her little desk. Her desk is it's a bit, she uses it, but she doesn't use it as much as we want, as I would like her to use it, because it tends to get a bit, it's small, it's too small for her. She needed a bigger desk, but for now this is what we have. And I just went and got this additional piece a while ago. It was just this was actually my desk from when I used to do makeup. That's why it's like so beat up. This was my desk from like about, I've had this thing for about 5 years when I was in my old apartment, and I just gave it to her and I got that piece for her. So this is her desk area here. She keeps these things pretty organized. Daryl is pretty organized because, again, I kind of, from since she was a kid, I kind of showed her certain things. And, you know, she has her jewelry. This is a next great tip, moms out there. This bin here, I'll show you guys. Let me show you all. This is where she have all of her makeup, because this kid loves to put on her little makeup and her nails. This little area here, I have all of her hair gadgets stored under there, and she have a lot. She've had these things since she was a baby, and a lot of them I haven't thrown away any of her hair stuff, because I really like hair stuff. And this is her sunglasses in there. And what else we have in here? Let's see. These are all of her bows and stuff. So she has a lot of hair stuff. And I've had these things forever. And this is where I store her hair stuff in there, because if you don't have a place to store these things, you're going crazy. So that's her hair stuff in there. This is her jewelry box. This wasn't always her jewelry box, but we haven't had a jewelry box that we really like at the moment. So this is her jewelry box right here. So she have her little jewelry, lots of earrings, and it's in a compartment, so everything is, you know, in order, and she keeps it pretty good as well. This right here is some Shopkin toys, but it's so tiny, we tend to keep it in there. She needs to put her LOLs in there as well, because those tiny toys, once I see them on the floor, I told her, is going in the garbage bin. I'm sorry. So this little bin here, we have, these are some more of her hair, like her hair. We call these things bandos. I'm sure they have another name for them. So this is where all of her little cute little bandos I keep, and she knows where everything are, even though I don't have them labeled. But she knows which is which, because she knows which goes on top and which goes below. And in here, well, she has her big girl pants for when she needs them, because some nights she does need a big girl pants, because she's not about to get up and I'm not about to wake her up. So, and in here, well, all of her little gadgets, she has them in here. And this is how we kind of keep the place. I keep her tiny room, I keep her room organized. Mom, I hope you enjoyed that tip of how to just keep things organized. I know some households have 4 children, 5 children, 3 children, so it's a bit difficult. Right now, I just have 1, so I could get away with this. When I get to 2 and 3, I don't know what it's going to be. So, you know, customize things to your likeness. Again, I always believe whenever you're looking at someone's YouTube videos out here on YouTube, remember, customize things to your lifestyle. Never try to duplicate it completely exactly as it is, because people's lives are so different, you know, and I don't have a lot of traffic in my home. There's not a lot of children, so it's a bit different. Your home might be totally different. You know, my mother had 3 of us, and she kept things, you know, she kept things pretty organized. Now, that was her way. I adopt a lot of those habits from her.